Hello, my dears, welcome back to Whispers of Turkish Stars, the place where the whispers get louder and the truth peeks through the curtains. I've missed you, and I hope you're ready, because today's story has been simmering for weeks, filling timelines with curiosity and lighting up comments with questions no one could quite answer. We are finally daring to unravel the open secret that has hovered like mist over the city. A hush-hush medical operation, a quiet hospital far from prying cameras, and at the heart of it all, the couple everyone is watching with bated breath, Alina and Navruz. Before we dive into what everyone is whispering about, remember to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a single beat. Your support keeps Whispers of Turkish Stars alive, and together we'll trace the lines between rumor and reality as carefully as possible. What set everything ablaze? Over the past few weeks, you noticed it, I noticed it, the whole fandom noticed it. Navruz stepped back from the spotlight. His social media became a quiet hallway. Those spontaneous posts that used to pop up in our feeds at odd hours turned into rare, carefully chosen drops. Red carpet sightings? Almost non-existent. Public photos? Scarce. And when a star dims his glow so suddenly, the online world does what it always does: it wonders, it worries, and then it starts to whisper. The headline that has been floating from account to account is one that sends a shiver down even the most skeptical spine. Navruz, secret surgery revealed, Alina at his side. It's the kind of line you glance at, shake your head, then circle back to read again, as if the truth might reveal itself the second time around. And while the headline looks bold and dramatic, the story beneath it is where the real tension lives, because it mirrors the way fame collides with private life, and how love chooses to show up when the lights are turned low. To truly feel the weight of this moment, let's remember who we are talking about. Alina and Navruz are not just popular, they're a phenomenon, an electric pairing that fans have learned to read like a favorite novel. Every stride on a sidewalk, every glance in a candid, every shared laugh on a set or in a show appearance has been replayed and dissected. Their names carry the kind of attention that magnifies everything: joys, setbacks, questions. It is the price of stardom, and it is also the reason this story has become so magnetic. In recent days, murmurs shifted from simple worry to something more defined. Sources that dance close to the couple's circle began leaking fragments, and Turkish entertainment pages started to echo them carefully. According to these threads, none of them official, all of them insistent, Alp underwent a medical procedure away from the usual glamorous clinics that celebrities drift to. This wasn't a hospital you pull up to with a paparazzi caravan in tow. This was a place chosen for silence, for stillness, for the kind of privacy that can breathe. And there, in those guarded hallways, the whispers say, stood Alina. It said she kept her schedule light, that she walked corridors at odd hours and slipped past curious eyes with a calm that spoke louder than words. It said her phone was a bridge between their world and the fans who adore them, that she responded not with explanations but with faith, small signals that he was safe, that he was resting, that things were moving the way they needed to move. None of this has been officially confirmed. None of this has been denied. And sometimes silence is its own statement. What procedure could lead to such secrecy? The speculations multiply like reflections in a mirror. Some insist it was the final chapter of an old injury, something Alp has managed for years, that finally needed a discreet fix before it grew complicated. Others swear it was sudden, a new storm that swept in quickly and demanded a private shelter. We have no medical report, no doctor stepping forward. But the pattern is written in the air: an unexpected pause, a carefully chosen hospital, a partner who refuses to leave his side. Why so much secrecy? In the glossy world of showbiz, privacy is a treasure rarer than a perfect script. When a beloved public figure faces an intimate battle, health, healing, recovery, the choice to close the door is not only understandable, it is necessary. A secret hospital suggests an intentional cocoon, a space where a person can be a person and not a headline. It hints at a wish to avoid flashes, to replace applause with quiet, to let a heartbeat steady without the roar of speculation. And there, in the background, is Alina, not announcing, not proclaiming, but simply being present. That gesture, whether whispered or witnessed, says more about love than any interview could. Within hours of the earliest leaks, the fandom ignited with warmth. You saw the wave, collages of moments where Alp's smile lit up a room, slow-motion edits of Alina's laughter at a backstage joke, captions that read like prayers penned in the margins of a magazine. People shared stories of how his roles helped them through late nights, how her characters made them braver. The timelines turned into a luminous vigil, 1,000 lights promising patience. There was a phrase that kept appearing beneath old photos and cherished clips, a soft refrain that felt like a collective embrace: "We're here. Take your time. Come back when you're ready." Of course, there were questions, many of them sharp, some of them worried. Was the surgery minor, a fix that would fade from memory in weeks? Or was it something deeper, requiring careful months and whispered recovery plans? How long would the silence last? Would there be a sign, even a small one, to tell everyone which way the wind was blowing? While the questions multiplied, the pattern of leaks stayed frustratingly consistent. The same details echoed across different corners of the internet, never too elaborate, never too loud. And those closest to the couple did not swat them away. In the mysterious grammar of celebrity news, the absence of denial can sometimes feel like the softest possible confirmation. But the most striking element, the one that won't let this story rest, is the hospital itself, the way people describe it without naming it. A sanctuary more than a facility. A place where phones are tucked away and doors are kind to quiet conversations. Why that place? Possibly because it offers something rarer than excellent care: control. Control over who walks in, who waits outside, who knows which floor, which room. Control over the rhythm of healing. And that control is not vanity. It is protection, a way to keep the wholeness of a person intact even as they face something that could make them feel fragile. If Alina has kept watch, as so many reports allege, then her presence becomes the center of this story's heartbeat. We know her as luminous, poised, thoughtful. We know him as grounded, magnetic, resolute. Together, they have the chemistry that makes scripts sparkle. But it is in the unlit hours that real bonds are measured. When support is quiet and constant, when love is an armchair in a waiting room at dawn, when care is a jacket draped across someone's shoulders because hospital air is always colder than you expect, those are the moments that turn a romance into a fortress. Let's be honest, news about celebrity health always draws attention, because it taps into our most human impulse, the wish to see people we admire protected. And when that person is part of a couple that inspires devotion, the interest multiplies. The lack of an official statement creates a vacuum, and rumor rushes to fill it. As Whispers of Turkish Stars, we try to lay out the trail as responsibly as we can, to respect the boundaries while also acknowledging what has everyone's heart racing. The facts we can safely gather are few but steady. Alp has been noticeably absent. A recovery timeline is rumored but not declared. A discreet medical setting keeps surfacing in repeated accounts. And threading through it all is Alina, steadfast, unobtrusive, consistent. If we take a breath and pull back, we see a picture that is less scandal than it is human. A talented actor hits pause. The woman who shares his orbit chooses stillness over spectacle. A private space opens and closes around them like protective wings. Fans wait without demanding. And the city keeps humming, because life never stops, even for the ones we think are larger than life. Perhaps that's why this has resonated so powerfully. It reminds us that beyond premieres and polished photos, there are hearts doing the hard work of being brave and kind. What comes next? If the whispers are true, recovery is already underway. Rest is not glamorous, but it is the greatest luxury of all. Maybe we'll see a quiet photo soon. Sun through a window, a cup of tea, a book face down on a blanket, and the caption will say nothing more than feeling better. Maybe we'll first notice it in his eyes when he steps out again, a steadiness that only comes after you've had to fight for it. Maybe Alina will post a simple moment, a walk under soft skies, and everyone will exhale at once without needing any explanation at all. In the meantime, it's worth remembering that privacy is not secrecy for its own sake. It's a kindness people give themselves when the world outside is too loud. If a hidden hospital was chosen, it was likely because healing asked for quiet. If a circle of trust was drawn tight, it was likely because love needed room to work. And if Alina is the constant in this chapter, then it tells us everything we need to know about where her heart is, and how she shows it. So here we are, standing at the edge of what we know. The story shaking up social media suggests that Alp Navruz underwent a discreet surgery in a place chosen for silence, and that throughout the anxious hours and careful days, Alina has been his anchor. No official statement has either crowned or crushed these whispers, and in that delicate space, compassion becomes our best guide. Let's choose to believe in good outcomes, to hold room for the possibility that this is a small storm passing, and that the sun is already considering its return. To the fans who have filled the air with gentle words, you are the proof that admiration can be kind, that fame can be softened by care. Your messages matter. Your patience matters. And to Alina and Alp, if this chapter is truly yours, may it be short, may it be gentle, and may it teach you nothing but how strong you already are. As for us here at Whispers of Turkish Stars, we will keep our ears to the ground and our tone measured. If there is news to share, we will bring it to you with the same care we always try to uphold. For now, send the good thoughts, light the quiet lights, and trust the process that turns worry into relief. Tell me what you think below. Did you sense the shift when Alp's post slowed? Do you believe a confidential clinic would be their choice, knowing how ferocious public attention can be? And what do you make of the way Alina's presence has been described, soft, steady, and unswerving? If today's deep dive helped you see the picture a little more clearly, show some love by liking this video, sharing it with a friend who's been wondering the same things, and make sure you're subscribed with the bell on so you never miss an update. This community is a refuge for thoughtful fans, and your voices make it alive. Thank you for your time, your warmth, and your listening hearts. Until the next whisper becomes a story, this is Whispers of Turkish Stars, signing off with hope and a promise to return when the light shifts and the truth steps forward again.